Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie, Esther here, and yesterday we got some holiday gifts from the Dead by Daylight team, so I'm just going to go over what we received and what we didn't receive, because I know a lot of you are confused about why we didn't get everything that they initially said we were going to get. So let's look at the blog post. So if we click here on the behavior website blog post, it says December 3rd, 2019, Winter Gifts. Happy holidays from the Dead by Daylight team. In the spirit of the season, we've gifted all our players some fun cosmetic items, including the new holiday tree charm, Bill's festive ugly sweater, and some terrifying frosty eyes for the Oni and the Plague. Well, it's only one eye for the Plague, but you know what they mean. We've also provided all players with some previously released ultra rare items, including some convention exclusives. If you didn't check out the November dev update, we mentioned a few of the reasons we decided to unlock these cosmetics for everyone. To start, most of these cosmetics were unlocked using Steam codes and could not be unlocked on the console versions of the game, meaning we couldn't give these codes to console players. Most importantly, the codes for these cosmetics were also being sold by code resellers for exorbitant amounts of money. Others were taking advantage of this by creating fake listings to scam people out of their money. This is not something we endorse and not something we are able to support if someone does fall victim to one of these scams. By giving these cosmetics to all console and PC players, we hope to put an end to shady resellers and scams, while also including everyone, regardless of the platform they play on. Here's the full list of past items. So most of these are from TwitchCon or PAX. A few exceptions to those. This top row here, the Chuckles ultra rare mask, the Dwight ultra rare head, and the Jake sharp mustache man. Again, you may think you have these, but the Dweirder is slightly different than Dweird. Old Man Jake is different than sharp mustache Jake, etc. Iron Chuckles is different from Chuckles. You can tell by the color of the background that these are the ultra rare versions, and they're all in your inventory right now. Next row, we have the studded jacket for Daddy Jake, Science Fair Claudette Retro Windbreaker, Claudette's weekend shirt. This was a Brazilian exclusive. They had a convention down in Brazil where they handed out the cards for codes of this cosmetic, and this was one of the most expensive cosmetics on the aftermarket, selling from anywhere between $800 and $2,500. The Dweird and Sharp Mustache Jake, it was like $150, and you got both of those. So this Brazil Claudette was one of the most expensive cosmetics. Next row here, we have the purple cords for Claudette that came with Science Fair Claudette above, and the Street Mag leather hoodie and the retro sneakers. All four of these, the Science Fair Claudette and the purple cords and Street Mag top and pants, those all came on one card, and that was also selling for about $150. Now we get into the big ones here, the big guns. The big hat, Ace, the ultra rare head, and the Taipei Game Show hat. Those were Asia exclusives, as well as the Laser Bears Victory Polo for Feng Min. That was from Shanghai, China, Taipei Game Show, and I forget where the big hat was from. But these were like selling, the Ace hats were selling for like $500 to $700 each. The Feng Min was like $800 or $900 for that one. That came on the same card code with her shorts, I should say. That was like a $900 code. Crazy. And then finally from South Korea, we have the Donkey David King jacket, and that one was selling for about $150 on the aftermarket. So all in all, it's like something like $3,000 worth of cosmetics. If you were to like start from scratch and buy all of these on the aftermarket from eBay or other places where code resellers, it would cost you about $3,000 or more to get all of this stuff. Conservative estimate is $3,000. Pretty crazy. And then we come down here to the brand new goodies, as they said in the description at the beginning. The Merry Sacrifice Bill rare torso for his ugly sweater, the Frosty Eyes for the Oni, and the Frosty Eye for the Plague. And we're also getting a new holiday charm, the holiday tree, that's just given to everyone. You don't have to unlock that on any tiers in the Rift. It's just automatically unlocked for you. And it says, have fun bringing some festivities into the fog, the Dead by Daylight team. So as you can see, you know, they were quite generous with all of these things. I, for one, thought for sure we were going to have to buy the Bill sweater. I never envisioned that would be free, so that's really cool. All right, now let's talk about the things that they put in the blog post in November that they said we were going to get and we didn't. So they initially had said that we would also all be receiving the Lunar New Year and the Summer BBQ cosmetics. This would be the Untamed Donkey David King jacket for the Lunar New Year, the Hound mask for the Huntress for the Lunar New Year, the Pro Pain Hammer for the Summer BBQ for the Hillbilly, and the Free Spirit Songbird slip top for Kate Denson for the Summer BBQ. And the reason why they changed their mind is listed here in this blog post, where it says, changes to the event cosmetics unlock. In the last developer update, we announced our plan to unlock a large list of exclusive cosmetics to all players on PC and consoles. According to the feedback we received, we decided to review the unlocking process for the following cosmetics: the Hound Huntress mask for Lunar New Year, Untamed Donkey David jacket for David King for the Lunar New Year, Pro Pain Hammer for the Hillbilly for the Summer BBQ, and the free Songbird slip dress for Kate Denson for the Summer BBQ. As it was mentioned by many players, these cosmetics were earned during events and were representative of the player's dedication to the game. The way these cosmetics were stored created an issue where a loss of progress was possible. We've since switched to a more secure method of storage for the event cosmetics. At the time of the announcement last month, we had no way to isolate players who had earned these cosmetics, and since then we found a way to isolate the players that have played the event, and we'll be able to restore these 4 cosmetics on a large scale only to the players that earned them during the events. Keep an eye on the news. This will happen soon. So basically what happened is there was a bunch of people who had loss of progress and had these items that they had earned go missing from their inventory. I know that it was a large-scale problem. I had many people come to me about it, and I always ask them to put in a support ticket to request that they get them back. So I think what happened was, as it says here, that they didn't really have a way of tracking who earned it, who didn't. They were just disappearing. And so their band-aid solution at the time was just, well, these people have earned it and the stuff has been taken away from them, but we don't know who did and who didn't. So let's just give it to everyone. And then a lot of people were very upset about it because they felt like they put in a lot of time and dedication to earn these, and now they're just being given away to everybody. Wasn't that big an issue for me that other people were going to receive it, but I know a lot of people were very upset about it. So since then, they have quote-unquote isolated the event gene and have figured out who earned it and decided to respect the grind that the people who played in those events to earn the cosmetics put into the game, and they're making sure that only the people who earn the cosmetics will get them back. So it isn't going to be a widespread giveaway on those 4. Hey, you still got 14 cosmetics instead of 18. 14 cosmetics that were the most expensive ones in the game. I know a lot of people are upset that they didn't get these 4 too, but I think this is the most fair way. Whatever decision they make, no one is going to be happy, right? You realize that they cannot win in this. No matter what they do, there's always going to be a group of people who are upset about their decision one way or another. And I think they have made the most fair decision regarding this, that only the people who earned it get it. As far as the other codes that were at the event exclusives, people didn't really have to do anything for those. They didn't have to spend hours and hours and hours playing the game to earn those cosmetics. They just had to show up at the convention, which I realize is an expense in itself. But they just got handed the card, and they just had to go home and enter the code. So there wasn't any in-game struggle to earn those cosmetics, if you feel me. So I understand why they wanted to separate these event ones, and now they've isolated the event gene, and they're going to be able to redistribute them to the people who earn them. I know King and Amy the Obsessed Illusionist and Craze Calories, some of my other friends, are missing their event cosmetics that they earned as we speak. I still have mine. Mine never disappeared. I was fortunate in that regard. But I know that the people who earned them want to get them back, and I'm thankful that they figured out how to do this. And I've already heard several people say, oh yeah, right, they can go through and figure out who lost event cosmetics and give them back, but they can't give me back my legacy that I lost. Yeah, that's accurate. You want to know why? Because now, after all these events were played, they had save data on the back end of their own servers that recorded players' progress. When people were losing progress and lost their legacy, They had no way of accessing anybody's player profiles and their information to see what they had earned. So it's the very fact that people lost legacy and lost all of their progress and had to start over and got millions of blood points given to them because of loss of progress issues, that these back-end servers were created, which allowed them to have this infrastructure that they can look back now and see who earned this event cosmetics. So yeah, the legacy thing is completely different. Anyway, that's enough time dedicated to the negativity and what we didn't get. Can we just glass half full this one and look at what we did get and be thankful and grateful for the 14 cosmetics that we got, plus the Bill sweater, plus the frosty eyes, plus the holiday charm, all for free? I don't know. I feel like we just came off Thanksgiving and everybody just in an instant turned back to being miserable. Ugh. I'm sick. Anyway, that's all I have for you at the moment. Gonna be some more videos coming up, some little short rapid fire subjects. Gonna isolate them all into individual videos to make it easier on you and easier on me, because I'm under the weather and we're doing the best we can here. We're all doing the best we can with what we got, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other out there in the fog. Bring me some NyQuil. Put NyQuil in your med kits and give it to me in the fog, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.